Welcome back to the channel, people. So today we're going to be talking about an Irish family being evicted from their house. Not only were they evicted from their house, but they were evicted by foreign men. So right now, Ireland is using foreign men because the Irish people won't do it. Let's face facts here. You know, I wouldn't go and evict a family out of their home. I couldn't do it, regardless of the situation. I couldn't do it. There was kids and all in the house. So what Ireland is doing is they're using foreign men that have came here, probably illegally, given an Irish ID card, a new alias, and now they're using them to evict young Irish families. Now, this is a tweet, an X from Michael O'Keefe, and I want you to see this. This is crazy stuff. What do you see this here, guys? So it says, foreign men and Gardaí evicted an Irish family from their home in Dublin this week. Wake up, Ireland. You've got these photos here. So as you can see, I don't know what that green stands for, because I'm from the north here. I don't know. We don't get bailiffs up here. Like, just on a side note, if a bailiff came to my house, there's going to be all out war. Now, the bailiff wouldn't need to come to my house because I pay my stuff, but you know, anything that I have, I've paid for. But if a bailiff ever came to my house, there would be war. I mean, that is something I probably go to prison for. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying, personal to myself, that's something I would go to prison for. And then we get a bit of a closer look at them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to call them enforcement officers, but they're foreign men. And then you've got these two lads that I believe that are with these that aren't. I think they're along for the ride, you know, thinking that they're all hard. You know, do this up north. Do this up north. I double dare you to. I dare you to. Come on. Give us a bit of action up here. Come on. And then you got this guy here. I don't know if this guy's foreign or not. I'm assuming this guy's foreign. But they came to this family's house. I mean, how disgusting is that? That the Irish government are using foreign men to evict Irish people from their homes. Like, how disgusting is that? But this is the way it's going, folks. And you need to know this, that a lot of the people being brought in here want to get their brownie points from the government. So they might go against certain beliefs, like the alphabet people. A lot of the foreign men and women coming in here might not actually identify with the alphabet people, or they might look at people like Bernie on, what do you call her, the far leftist trans activist on X, and they might not agree with her policies, but they will just pretend to agree because the government's given them everything. And they will evict Irish people from their homes. They will do the dirty work, sort of like a bit like imported Nazis. Do the dirty work, persecute against the people of Ireland. And I don't know the situation. I don't know if the family were a bad family. I don't know if, you know, or whatnot. But could you imagine you're a kid, and look how intimidating they were, by the way, with their hoods and all up. You're a kid and you're about to get kicked out of your home, and a bunch of foreign men show up with hoods up. Some of them wearing green jackets, some of them not. And they kick you out of your home. How scary would that be? Now, as a father myself, just hypothetically say this was a really bad situation. The family didn't do anything wrong. They were persecuted against, and they got the only people that would do the job, the dirty work, are the foreign people, because no Irish person would come in and actually take this job. Then, if as a father, I don't know how I would react to that. I don't know. I can't sit and say to you that I would be my normal calm self and cool, calm, and collective, even if the kids were there. I might take a wobbler. I might explode. Bad things might happen because I don't know how I would react. So for me personally, the fact that there was kids involved in this, and apparently this was a young family, by the way, but I don't know the situation. But regardless, the fact that they sent foreign men round to the house hooded like a gang is an indication to me that these little small incidents will become big incidents, and they will become a regular thing. They slow drip this into society. It's like anything. They slow drip it into society, and then it becomes the norm. Then you look about and you think to yourself, shit, I can't even criticize there's this hate speech bill. The government's been added to the protected characteristic. I I can't criticize the government, or foreign men are going to come around and evict me from my home and put me into the gulag. That's the slow progression. That's the extreme. But that's where it can get to if we keep allowing these hate speech bills and we keep allowing these politicians to stay in power to basically replace the population of Ireland. This is, you know, my stance has gotten very strong in this now. I was like, well, let's help people and all the rest. But now it's like, well, no, this is a deal. What we're going through right now is a deal. And in a deal, I have to be extreme and you have to be extreme. The government's being extreme, saying we want to let everybody in. No borders whatsoever, complete open for business, right? Terrorists, anybody, no identification, anybody. So then I have to, in my deal, I have to say, well, I want nobody in. Or as Michael O'Keefe said, less than 1%. He put this very, very well. Love him or hate him, he had a point about this. So we don't want anybody in. And that's my starting line. That's your starting line. This is my starting line. And we'll find each other in the middle. So instead of me saying, well, let's have a cap on refugees and immigration. No, what we're going to do is we're going to be staunch at this, and we're going to say our deal is less than 1%. So if it tallies up to like 6% immigration, I'm not happy about that, but that's the deal that we're taking, and that's better for the Irish people. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that's racist and that's bigot, and immigration's good for the. I get I get the economy. I get if all the immigrants left, the economy would go flat. I get that. But right now, the Irish government is doing the opposite of that. So if you come to the table with a deal, if we're negotiating a deal and there's a negotiation process, I have to be extreme one way because they're going to be extreme the other way. You know how negotiations work. And this is a negotiation. The government doesn't want to tell you what's happening right now is a negotiation, but it is a negotiation between the Irish public and because they don't want to lose their power. That's why Sinn Féin done a U-turn in this. Sinn Féin realised you got Fine Gael out here and you got the rest of these parties, the Greens, Labour, you have all these people basically open borders. And if we continue to be open borders, none of these people are going to get in and they're not going to vote for us either. What we can do is we can get the majority vote of the Irish nationalists. We're calling ourselves Irish nationalists here. They've probably seen one of my videos because I've been saying for a while now, anybody in the north that's calling themselves an Irish nationalist, you're considered a racist and a bigot. If you go down south, you're a racist and a bigot. Anybody listen from Derry, Belfast, all over Armagh, County Down, Tyrone, wherever, if you call yourself an Irish nationalist, you're a racist and a bigot. They're worse. The far left that's down south are worse than the loyalists up north when it comes to hatred and bigotry towards Irish nationalists themselves. So forget this word Irish nationalist because they'll not care about that. If you down south, if you call yourself an Irish nationalist, that's automatically you're a racist and a bigot. So Sinn Féin have clicked onto that and they've realised we're going to lose our votes here. That's why they've done a U-turn, not because their policy is, we think, bringing in droves of undocumented men into the country, some armed with a dangerous radical ideology, is bad for the country because they don't care. They're doing it just to get your vote. Once they get your vote, they're going to bring that back in again. I want you to know that. There's none of these parties, the top 7 parties in Ireland, there's none of them that represent you. It's the other parties. The other ones that are coming up to the ranks now, they're going to do right by Ireland. So you need to vote for them and get away from that. And it's not going to happen because you still got staunch watchers of RTE that believe everything that RTE says is a lie. Everything that news organization says is a complete 100% lie. Propaganda tool, state media, don't listen to them. I'm just saying. So, yeah, I mean, let me know in the comments what you think about that. Irish family evicted from their house by foreign men. The government's actively using their imported Nazis now. Crazy stuff, guys. And peace out.